Welcome to the video tutorial on understanding the human condition.
During this study, you'll be looking at the human form and how it's being depicted in art. Now, when it comes to the definition of the human condition, there is no one way of understanding this. It's quite a broad concept, and this is why we're starting here. When we say the human condition, we're exploring what it means to be human. In essence, it refers to anything and everything that you have experienced as part of your life because you are human. What this means essentially is that we'll be looking at the positive and negative aspects of being human, because what comes with that is a realization that as human beings, we are capable of being both good and evil. And interestingly enough, while we acknowledge that we are capable of these things, we don't necessarily understand why. And what happens is individuals can either live in denial and just accept it without any further curiosity, or we engage in a search for greater meaning and understanding of ourselves, of humanity in general. And this is where artists come in, because it's these artists that often engage in this searching for greater meaning, and they do that through their creation of artworks. Artists often explore what it means to be human, the different elements of being human, in order to communicate with their audience or to gain insight into themselves or their subject matter. So in essence, when we look at what it means to be human, we could simplify it in the sense that we could acknowledge that as human beings, we are made up of our emotional side, that emotional response of feeling happy, feeling sad, feeling frustrated. We also have our mental capabilities, so our psychology, how our mind works, our ability to reason, to deconstruct information, to figure out how one piece of information fits within another, and to see the relationships with things. So we've got that mental component. And then, of course, we have our physicality, so our actual physical appearance and the way our body is made up in terms of its physical appearance, the way it works, the muscle structure, the bone structure, the blood, all of those things. So in a very simplified form, we are made up of these different elements that together make us human. So when we're investigating this through our study of art, we're looking at a study of human existence. Okay, so we're looking at any artwork that explores humanity or the impact of humanity. So for example, we might look at some artists who explore their inner feelings and their inner subjectivity. So they might give us insight into how they were feeling at a given moment, at a given time. They might give us insight into their turmoil, into their happiness, and they use their art to give us, as the audience, that insight. Alternatively, they might be providing an account of a significant event that has occurred, that has either occurred as a result of human beings and humanity, or has affected humanity. So in artworks, you could make the claim that the human condition is always present. It's just about identifying which part and in what way is it being presented.